Part 90, Foreword by the author Dr. Ljubis Stojanovic, Part 3. Listen to a part of the sayings from the book, Culture of Energy Living, on the topic, Author's Foreword, by Dr. Ljubis Stojanovic, who received all of the above from the superintelligent energies of the cosmos in deep meditation. In the third part of the book, Prevention, it is shown, in a sufficiently detailed and clear way, how to apply the popular proverb, better safe than sorry. In doing so, there is a whole series of practical procedures that most people can apply, which we can divide into 4 groups. The first group includes the so-called small cosmic meditations that can be easily applied by every person and that allow the user to preserve health, creativity, and strengthen spirituality. The second group consists of my Path to Enlightenment seminar. Within the framework of this seminar, I developed a complex system of spiritual development that includes protection from disease, strengthening of intelligence and creativity, eliminating of negative thoughts, harmonizing the way of thinking with the will of the Creator, raising the level of spirituality and at the same time transmitting the sacred knowledge that I received in deep meditation, which is carried out at seminars in several cities of Serbia, as well as abroad in Macedonia, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Slovenia. These seminars have been the source and nursery of sacred knowledge for 20 years. Sacred knowledge represents knowledge that people will never be able to reach, regardless of the development of science, technology, philosophy, etc., because it is knowledge from the other side of the barrier that people cannot cross, where only energies exist. This sacred knowledge can still be obtained if spiritual energies, the most intelligent and omniscient ones, decide to convey this knowledge to one of the people who meditate deeply, and that person is then obliged to pass it on to other people, because they did not receive it for themselves, but for the entire human civilization. The third type of prevention is the use of the help of spiritual energies, which can only be realized by the most spiritually developed persons, and which, among other things, enables people to improve the functioning of the nervous system, activate the right half of the brain, rejuvenate, remove discomfort, dangers and obstacles on the path of life, etc. This help of spiritual energies is extremely helpful in removing negative thoughts, harmonizing the way of thinking with the will of the Creator, strengthening immunity, drastically reducing illnesses, acute and chronic, organic and psychological. The fourth preventive group includes advice of spiritual energies on people's way of thinking and behavior, which will significantly strengthen disease prevention. The fourth part of the book covers the origin and development of human civilization, without which this book would remain incomplete, because the history, present and future development of human civilization depends to a large extent on the acceptance of sacred knowledge and on the harmonization of thoughts with the will of the Creator, while, according to the opinion of spiritual energies, only the harmonization of thinking with the will of the Creator enables people to have a sustainable, correct development of civilization, without wars, in peace, in the well-being of all, in a working day of 2 to 3 hours, in the disappearance of all worries, all dangers, in the pursuit of fun and leisure during the day and, of course, in the pursuit of spirituality, if people have the desire and affinity for it. Finally, I think it is especially important to emphasize that all the knowledge presented in this book was obtained in extremely deep meditation, as sacred knowledge that guarantees the truth and accuracy of what was received. Of course, always when receiving some knowledge in deep meditation, a doubt may arise that vague acquired knowledge is a product of the meditator's own imagination or fabrication. This is, of course, always possible. However, the deeper the meditation, the smaller the possibility of including the ego and consciousness in the content of the information that is obtained, so that in the deepest possible meditations they are completely excluded, so that the only content consists of information whose source is on the other side of the barrier, beyond which man alone cannot, and from where they are sent by spiritual energies, whereby their accuracy and truthfulness are absolute. There is information that is received as sacred knowledge from beyond the barrier, and whose accuracy can be verified. Since, in practice, each of these verifiable information has proven to be correct, then it can be assumed that information which by its nature cannot be verified is also correct, such as the question, "Is there a God?" for example. I will leave it up to the reader to accept or not to accept what is said in the book, while of course it is preferable to check the information from the book first, in a way that is possible, so that the reader's opinion in conclusion is as correct as possible. My idea and desire was to use this book to point out the existence of the world of energy, which, unfortunately, science has not yet reached, to its exceptional role in our life and development, especially in our health, to the possibility of protecting our health and developing creativity and spirituality, as well as introducing the reader to the assessment of the development of human civilization done by the spiritual energies of the cosmos, which simultaneously look at the past, present and future of the entire cosmos, including human civilization. The Treasury of Sacred Knowledge is grateful for your interest and sends you a lot of spiritual patience and love.